songs, don't you? Amen. Well, we've got this senior couple that come to hear us sing all the time, Ray and Barbara. Ray is 85 years old, and he thinks that's a speed limit, too. His wife, Barbara, is 84, and they're just a precious couple. But he always comes up, and he says, Mike, he said, I want you to sing me one of them convention-style songs. He said, you know I cut my teeth on him. He'll grin, he ain't got a tooth in his head. I said, you liked them, didn't you? But they're just precious. He's one of those guys, too, that always has a story to tell. You ever met anybody like that? And so I got to tell you this. He shared this with me the other day. He come in a little early, and Barbara wasn't anywhere around, and he come up and said, I hugged his neck. I said, how you doing? He said, well, it's been kind of tough. He said, Barbara got arrested. I said, got arrested? I said, she's 84 years old. What did she do? He said, well, we was at the grocery store. She put a can of peaches in her bag and was heading out with them. She forgot about them, and so they picked her up for shoplifting. And I said, well, my goodness, Ray, I'm sorry to hear that. I said, what happened? He said, well, we had to go before the judge. And the judge asked her, said, what in the world did you do with those peaches? And she said, well, I got them home and I ate them. And he said, well, how many peaches? The judge asked her, said, well, how many peaches were in the can? She said, 9. And he said, well, I'll tell you what I'm going to do since your first offense. He said, I'm going to give you 1 day of jail time for each peach. So that's 9 days of jail time. Ray said, he said, Mike, I stood up and said, Judge, I forgot to tell you she stole a can of peas too. Now, I got good news. Barbara came in. It was not true. But that's the kind of guy he is. But he always asks for convention-style songs, and we sang at a contemporary church down the other day, and we don't get to sing in many contemporary churches, but this one was, and they thought we were from Mars when we started singing. They'd never heard anything like this in their life. They said, my goodness, they loved it. And we decided to give them a history lesson, so we started singing a convention song, and they loved it. That was the song they liked the best out of all the songs we did. And so I wanted to share, for those of you who like convention songs, this is for you. These songs are uniquely written. As you know, they feature the bass, which everybody loves.
Yes, they do.
Yeah! Almost everybody. Yeah. And they will feature the tenor singer, which everybody loves. Everybody loves the tenor. Occasionally, the two guys in the middle get a little line, and nobody really cares about the two guys in the middle.
Oh, yeah, for you.
Sympathy clap. Yeah, there's a sympathy one. But these songs, I love these songs. The way they're written, you got to really be careful with your timing and everything, because there's a lot of offbeat singing. But they still got a great message, and we want to give you one of Ray's favorite songs right here. This is called, what is it called? Crown and King. That's right. Listen, you've probably heard this.
The Savior left to sweep home above, came to redeem my love, wonderful heavenly dove. Just think how he loved us, dying upon the cross, bearing the pain and loss. What a great Savior is he, our great and matchless Savior. Sing his praises, sing his praises, that bows before him, his name, magnify his name. Let the whole world, let the whole world his love proclaim. Praise with joy, people, sing his praises, sing his praises, his name goes the name of the Lord. Crown him, King forever. Let every heart sweet name adore, praising him more and more for the cross that he bore. Just think how he loved us, willing to die alone for our sins to atone. What a great Savior is he, our great and matchless Savior. Sing his praises, sing his praises, and bows before him, his name, magnify his name. Let the whole world his love proclaim. Praise with joy, people, sing his praises, sing his praises, his name.